Hi, YouTube. You're gonna watch me eat a sandwich. Mm. Mm. So, I stressed out this morning um, as I was getting out of bed because today I didn't think I had anything to film for my vlog. And I told myself, I'm going to do my best, my absolute best, to film something every single day for my vlog. And today I was stressing out over what to create for the vlog because I thought either I had no time or I had no interesting content. But I've been watching people on YouTube who have been telling me otherwise. I've been watching people that are currently inspiring me to do things. I've been following Gary Vaynerchuk and Casey Neistat. And these people have some very, very interesting things to say about content. For example, you should not care about perfection, and you should not care too much about quality. I mean, in some ways you should, but if perfection is the aim, you're not going to come out with anything. And that's not what you want. You want to come out with some stuff at least. And so this vlog has become a very nice creative challenge for me, not only musically but also visually and just creation as an artist in general. This vlog is a nice challenge for me to keep coming out with stuff. And right now, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to come out with stuff for you, value, for you, the viewer, to maybe feed off of and do your own thing with. The number one thing that always concerns me in my head is time. Probably more than the quality of the content. Do I have the time to come out with this thing? Do I have the time to practice? Do I have the time to listen to this music? Do I have the time to call a friend, call a family member? Do I have the time to cut my nails? Do I have the time to to shower, brush my teeth, etc., etc.? The number one constraint is always time. And I want to talk about constraints for a bit, because I think too many people think of constraints as the things that are stopping them from shining or doing something really cool. And I want to tell you that constraints can be looked at in a very different way. Constraints can be the thing that makes your art shine. If you think about it, it's the constraints that define what you thought could and couldn't be done. And so if you manage to find something that goes about the constraint and basically nullifies it, it makes the art even more interesting, because you basically solved a problem that you thought was there, but now it actually wasn't. And the number one constraint is always time. So if you're able to create art that allows you to shine despite the lack of time, it just makes the art even more awesome. And so you should look at constraints as opportunities rather than stopping points or stumbling blocks in the path to creativity. Constraints are there to make you become the problem solver. And problem solving can be one of the best ways that your art can shine. Yeah. It's a good sandwich. I want to continue eating my sandwich in peace. But right after this clap that I'm about to do, you're going to see some footage of me and what I sound like when I'm practicing. guys should know that my arms hurt from working out 2 days ago. They're still sore. And right now I do not feel comfortable playing. This is probably why most musicians try to avoid working out, because they don't want the discomfort I'm feeling right now. Also, I feel very, very uncomfortable showing you my imperfections as a musician right now. Practice is normally done behind the walls of a practice room, and right now I am showing you what I sound like in the walls of a practice room. A musician should be able to suck with comfort in a practice room without being judged, and I do not feel... I feel very exposed right now for showing you how I sound like for practice while I'm practicing. Anyway, after the clap, you're going to see my special feature for the day. Let's do that again. 3 times. Hi guys.
Hello.
So, I just filmed a lesson for the San Jose Academy of Music because I'm doing all of our social media stuff. And this is Crystal Barlan and her lovely student Annika. And they so graciously agreed to let me film them for our lessons today. Thanks guys for allowing me to do this. See ya.
I didn't put the road spinner back in, right? I do one of these days.
Church rehearsal.
Oh, whatever you put it on.
Oh wait. Yeah, why do you
It's Jonathan.
Oh, it's live? What's up, dude?
It's not live, but it's gonna go on YouTube later.
Hi guys, I'm back home, and rehearsal for me finished around 9:30. Some of the guys are still there, fixing like tech problems and music problems and cue problems, etc., etc. And we're playing to a loop, and there were problems with that too, so they had to fix that. Anyway, I'm home, and just to conclude, I'd like to go back to the topic of constraints and how they can be opportunities for your creativity to shine, especially the constraint of time. Today, in between lessons and filming Crystal's San Jose Academy of Music YouTube lesson, and before rehearsal, I was able to do a lot of practicing. And in college especially, I started to learn that it's the half hours in between the things that you need to do and the appointments that you make. It's the half hours in between of practice that build up, that add up, and eventually become hours upon hours of practice. And if you have 10 minutes of practice to do for the day, go and take it. And it's the 10-minute, 20-minute, half-hour pockets within a day that slowly add up. And if you don't have 1 or 2 hours straight within a day to practice, it's fine. You just need to be efficient and learn how to use the small pockets of time within a day to really practice and hone your craft, and really hone in on the problems instead of fiddling around and not really focusing on anything productive. Hone in on the things that you're not good at. That's how you make your practice time really efficient. So as far as the constraint of time today, I think I figured it out pretty well. I was able to practice a lot and get a lot of things done today in between all the things I needed to do. And so yeah, that concludes today's vlog. See you guys around.